The Skilsaw table saw comes with a worm drive motor which produces impressive results. The SDP9911 table saw has more torque and a higher RPM. The saw comes with an array of tools to make cutting through dense pressure-treated sheets like a walk in the park. It comes with a rolling wheel stand, and changing blade positions is easy. The Skilsaw table saw also has a dedicated dust collection and emission system. Fulfills the needs of both homeowners and hardcore woodcutters equally. Whether it's a great circular saw or a powerful table saw, as long as it's associated with the worm drive category, you are looking at twice as much work output. Of course, the speed of these worm drives doesn't affect precision at all. The only cases that demonstrate sloppy performance are the ones where power tool manufacturers combine a worm drive system with low-quality parts. Recently, I had the distinct pleasure of reviewing Skilsaw SBT9911, a bodacious domestic booty kicking table saw with tons of perks up its sleeve. This review is also more of rant where I talk about Skill's previous products and how things are looking up in the power tool market these days. I call it 99 table saw for tons of reason. Skill released this 3410 product for professional enthusiasts who are looking to make a decent one-time investment in a solid deal. This Skilsaw table saw may be a little expensive, but if you are willing to give Skill a shot, you are in safe hands. The worm drive comes as a basic version of the ever-popular Skilsaw SBT99. The latter has beefier specs and a slightly bigger circular blade. The reason I chose to review this SBT9911 model instead is because this is where it all starts. It is the foundation model of a couple of superior quality Skill company table saws in the industry. The SBT9911 is comparatively popular because it tends to fulfill the needs of both homeowners and hardcore woodcutters equally. As the name suggests, Skilsaw SBT9911 possesses a worm drive. While this motor gorges on higher electricity voltage, it produces equally impressive results. This table saw has more torque and a higher RPM rate. The material cuts easily at 2 to 4 times the speed of a regular direct drive table saw. Generally, table saw precision is based on a few factors: blade positioning, riving knife positioning, and fence movement system. For their SBT9911 model, Skill used a rack and pinion style fence system. In my opinion, this is a good move. It's better than rail rack and static rack, of course. To top it off, Skill also infused a fence lock mechanism for you to keep the fence sitting tight at one particular place while you carry on with the cutting. The rack and pinion fence moving needs a bit of getting used to. If there's a lot of friction during the first few days of your purchase, don't forget to use a bit of high-quality machine oil. Grease sounds good too, but it attracts mold, which causes material deterioration over time. In case of the Skilsaw SBT9912 table saw model, the company further improvised the fence movement system by a few notches. The upgraded model offers up to 31/2 rip cuts. Likewise, the fence mechanism is so enhanced that its precision and quality persists even when you are making razor-sharp shave cuts. On a side note, the blade doesn't leave any burn marks inside the area where the cuts are made. You can further avoid these burn marks by exerting less pressure on the cut material from both sides. I noticed that pressing any range of wood types hard against the blade and the fence causes the blade to overheat. This results to a visible dark brown or black trail of burn marks along the lining of the cut. So bear in mind that regardless of whether you are using the Skilsaw SBT9912 or the Skilsaw SBT9911 table saws, the support swings into a lower position flush alongside the. This is to make sure that you are placing the entire cut material on the correct and leveled plane. Just like its counterparts, Skilsaw SBT9911 worm drive table saw comes with a rolling wheel stand. It is convenient when you think of it because worm drive power tools weigh slightly more than the regular ones. Therefore, movement in transportation is no longer a matter of concern. What you don't want to do is mess up the movement on stairs while going up or down your job site. While I was reviewing this table saw, I normally avoided moving it. I like to set up camp at one side of the garage and work there mostly. However, I did try moving this table saw just to test the stand's fluidity and movement. It was impressive. As compared to other models, such as the Skill 3410-2, the handles felt concrete, and the rubberized tires moved effortlessly without producing any noise or resistance. This is a specific part of a table saw, which you can work without, should you choose to continue that way. Since a dedicated dust collection and emission system is there in the table saw, you can get by with a squeaky clean workplace 24/7. At the end of your shift, you only need to loosen the thumb screw at the back of the dust port to remove any clogs or debris deposits. You also have the option of redirecting the saw dust collection elbows position to a bucket under the table saw stand. Either way, it is a win-win situation for saw owners. the miter gauge build quality is not very good. However, the Skillsaw SB-T9911 gauge demonstrates accurate reading with clear engraving, so that comes as a big relief to me. The blade was also misaligned by a little over an inch, which basically means the whole world's worth of difference to table saw users. I should mention clearly that Skillsaw SB-T9911 model uses an inferior quality miter. It is your typical made-in-China cheap T-rail design plastic that can break anytime. I'd rather have you searching for a good quality replacement part from the aftermarket. Eventually, it all boils down to a table saw's ability to aggressively cut through any range of wood, and that too without taking a toll on the accuracy. In this context, the Skillsaw SB-T9911 worm drive table saw clearly demonstrates some impressive. I like to think that part of the credit goes to the 32-tooth Diablo carbide tip blade. Carbide is tough, it is resilient, and enables users to cut through a long range of material easily. They backed it all up with a robust worm drive motor so that the blade doesn't shudder whenever you are hastily feeding wood in there while disregarding the table saw's ability to manage all that crap at the same time. Had Skilly used a direct drive motor, the whole exercise would have been futile. The combination of the particular motor and carbide tip blade is a good thing. The only downside to this whole equation is that once carbide bends out of shape, you will need an expert to perform the repairs, or replace the entire blade with a new one. Well, this is my observation with this particular model. Maybe you've experienced something different. So, it would be a pleasure if you share yours in the comment section below for the rest of the viewers. Thank you for watching this video. Wish you a great day.